Here we go. We're live, Lindsay.
We're live.
We're
wow.
live. What's
Pretty
going
exciting.
on?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm fucking good. I'm good, thanks. So before the podcast, we were talking, and I had to stop you because I really wanted to get this on the podcast. Hemp fields being grown in Tsawwassen. Talk to me.
Yeah. So, saw some outrage sparked on the infamous Facebook group Tsawwassen Loop.
Every community has to have a Tsawwassen loop. It has to be.
Yeah. So of course, some middle-aged Karen.
Yeah, everyone's middle age. Everyone's age 35 to like 60, just kind of like spending their Sunday mornings on Facebook checking the Tsawwassen loop. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do to entertain myself.
Go on.
Small town vibe. So, someone was talking about something smelly that had been growing behind the forest by the Bay community. And so obviously they had to investigate, and they're like, it's marijuana. But it turns out it's hemp fields, which I didn't know was very different than cannabis.
Well, I don't know really, but does hemp field not grow the actual bud part of the marijuana? It just grows the plant part and the fibers?
It's only for the use of like CBD products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, can you get CBD without getting the buds?
I don't actually know, but I like took a deep dive into like an internet rabbit hole loop, to see what's the difference. And I found out marijuana is actually a derogatory term created against hippies.
No. You know where it came from?
Where?
Marijuana was a name for Mexican tobacco.
Yeah, no,
that
that's what it was,
America used for the propaganda against the anti-weed.
Yeah,
like
against
reefer
Mexicans.
madness.
Yeah.
Have you seen those posters and shit? It's
No, I haven't seen that.
ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, but I just learned that it's derogatory, apparently. I don't know if that's like to do with today's political correctness.
Yeah, they were trying to like slander the Mexicans.
Yeah.
And make it anti-American that way. It was crazy, man, the stuff they did.
Yeah, so basically Tsawwassen's just like, they're just pissed off that it smells like weed, I guess, in their backyards. But hemp is literally only for like CBD, like medicinal purposes, like calming oils and stuff. So it's nothing to do with like actually getting high or anything.
Right.
So
but
I don't
CBD
really
is
see
a good product though, hey? Like if you ever buy just CBD weed, I don't think I ever have, but I heard it's good.
Well, I know people use like oils to like sleep, and like I'm sure there's many other uses for it, but I
Yeah.
haven't personally tried it.
I think it's like muscle relief and stuff like that. I think that's the idea behind CBD. I heard it works really well for like arthritis and stuff. I think it's a
Yeah.
pretty breakthrough product and stuff. They have drinks and stuff that have CBD in them now.
Yeah, what
I
my
need to get
roommate
some
at
of
McGill, her dad's a doctor, and he like literally always like prescribes it like to his patients,
Yeah,
like
totally.
for so many different like uses.
Yeah,
He's like,
I think it's like a crazy thing. Like I don't think there's like many negative parts of it. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
Kieran's got the hemp versus marijuana on here. It's the same. Okay, so we got the photo pulled up, and it looks similar. It looks really similar. I don't know though. What does the actual Google have to say about that? Did they give you anything on there?
but I feel like the point is that it's like not to get you high, like it's to use for medicinal purposes only. So people shouldn't be mad about it
Yeah.
because there's no like harm to
Yeah, I
CBD
agree.
products.
People still have a stigma about growing marijuana. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's legal now and you're allowed to grow 4 legally in your own property or whatever.
Yeah, it's
I guess that wasn't their own property, but still.
yeah, it's a farming community. Like, what's different than growing like corn? I don't know.
Totally.
I don't see a difference.
Totally. Yeah.
Same benefits.
I think
basically.
we used to use hemp for making shit a lot more back in the day.
Yeah,
And then
hemp is,
companies
like,
switched it to
for-
like plastic and stuff because it was cheaper or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
I don't even know
the
if it is cheaper,
strongest-
but
it's like
whatever
the
they
strongest
did.
fiber.
Yeah, I
So
know.
like for clothing,
It's
like,
good.
Yeah,
And it doesn't produce like as many emissions and stuff.
yeah. So I don't
We
really
need to
see
get back
the
to
downside.
using hemp. Petition for hemp.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, go to
Plus,
the.
you can smoke it. I mean, I guess you can't smoke hemp.
Well, I think no, you can't smoke it, can you? Okay, the
Wait.
second picture, hemp versus marijuana, the difference. I think that's the article that I pulled up. Ruderalis, don't know what that means, but Stephen Indica, I think.
We could go forever.
Yeah,
on
we
the,
could
on
talk about this
the,
for a
on the
while.
weed rabbit hole. There's so many things to talk about. The other day on the radio, I heard they were doing this contest. It was like top 5 favorite things, but you don't say the subject of what it was.
You just describe it.
Yeah, so people were like Coke, club soda, ginger ale, like whatever. And it was obviously the category was pop. And then the
Yeah.
one person was like sour diesel, like Jack Hayes, like lemon this. And it was like obviously all weed names. It was like
They're saying like the.
it was like Pink Bubba and like Pink Kush and all this shit. I was Rockstar. I was like, okay, this is hilarious. I was, what this top 5 is.
But how do you think they
Gave
name
me a
them? Like,
chuckle.
imagine having the job of naming different strains.
People just come up with random names.
It's like cotton
And
candy
it's-
dreams.
Yeah, this is like a sativa indica. We'll name it flower sauce. I don't know.
Flower sauce.
Just
What
a
are you
bunch of
smoking
hooded
tonight?
dudes.
Flower sauce.
That could be a name. If I had a weed stream, I would call it Night night. You know what I mean?
With a
It's
K?
like
With a K, though?
night, with a K, like a night night. You know what I mean? With a K first and then an N.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. That's what would you call your weed strain name?
You know, it'd have to be like the Flaming Unicorn or something like really out there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I always go for like the weirdest name.
Yeah.
When looking at them, you know? When discussing options.
When discussing options. All you sorority girls are crazy when discussing options. You're in a sorority, aren't you?
Wait.
Tell me, okay, you need to tell me about this sorority.
Okay, my sorority is called
Okay.
So obviously originates in the States. I think it's like Syracuse, New York. But Canada sorority life is a lot different than American. One main difference.
How do you
being
know this? Do you know this from people that you go to school with?
No, I know because we have like all these like crazy rules that
Right, okay.
That,
Like what kind of rules? Like rules that
a
police
lot of
you?
it has to do with like the drinking age in the States is 21.
Right.
So most college students are not legally allowed to drink, but Montreal, the legal age is 18.
Right, of course.
So as soon as you join a sorority, you're already legal.
So do you think that frats in Canada are better than frats in America?
Okay, well, frats, I guess, is a whole different thing because I feel like they
Sororities,
don't follow the rules.
sororities,
They don't
whatever
follow the
you
rules
want
in
to
the
call them.
States
Sorry,
either.
you know what? Gamma, sigma, whatever. You know.
Well, I would say it's more laid back.
It's more laid back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like I feel like some like universities, if you go to like a state school in the United States, like you don't have a social life unless you join Greek life.
Right.
Which is kind of like a bad like social restriction because it's so expensive.
Right.
Like, it can be like
right. That
$10,000,
makes sense.
$20,000 a year in the States, and I'm like, that's your parents paying for you to have friends if you like look at it on paper.
Interesting. Okay, I see what you're saying here. Do you have a crazy frat story or a crazy sorority story?
Oh,
How many do you have?
I don't want to.
What's your craziest one?
Um,
Lindsay's racking her brain right now. What can I say that's not terrible?
I'm like, I already dropped the name of the organization. I can't really say too much.
Wait, what? What?
No, I've heard. Okay, I'll tell like a past story, like just like of girls like being mean, but I feel like that's nothing new. So they used to like bully.
That
the new
doesn't sound
member.
like a crazy story.
You know, they bully the new members.
Okay.
It's like called
okay.
hazing, and
Right.
it's like it's really like not allowed now.
Yeah.
Very like frowned upon. But they were like being really mean to this like one girl in res, and they peed in a frisbee and froze it and like just slid it under her door, like so it lined up like beneath her bed, so then she would like step into it in the morning. Just like little catty things like that.
That's gnarly. You think you wouldn't freeze it if you really wanted to burn them, because then they'd step in a puddle of pee rather than a block of piss. I don't know what's better.
I think it was so like when you like hit the disc under it doesn't like spill everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So like it
I get
defrosts
that.
overnight.
It's a
guess.
transport. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but
What about the craziest thing that you've done? That doesn't have
do
to
you
be.
mean?
I don't know. Like maybe you had to do some like hazing ritual where you like couldn't sleep for like 3 days or something like that.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
First of all, like,
It's like you guys do
rituals
crazy
are supposed
shit.
to be like really like top secret.
Oh,
like,
okay.
that's
So
like
it's insider knowledge. I
yeah,
see. Kieran's giving me a look
Kieran
over there. He
has
wants
some-
to fucking know.
I know some of his,
Yeah,
his
he's in a
secrets. I
front,
know some
dude.
of their secrets because it's all like international. Like every organization has like their own secrets, but like they
But
have
if you
different
know
chapters.
his secrets, then they're not that.
Yeah,
secretive.
because his fraternity has like a chapter at my school, and they have the same secrets, right? So if I like infiltrate them and like find them out from them, then I'm gonna know Kieran's secrets.
Is that what you guys do? You guys
Yeah.
go infiltrate
It's,
other,
it's
other
all
houses?
hey, knowledge is power. You gotta find out the secrets.
Okay, so are you gonna tell me any of these secrets? What kind of secrets are we
Well,
talking about?
I know his like secret handshake.
Oh, dude, you guys, that's so culty.
Yeah, I don't want to go into like the depths of like the cult presence because it's kind of disturbing. And,
What's the
like,
culture like in your sorority? And like, do you hang out with like other
well,
sororities? And
our
there,
motto
like, a
is like
distinct
fun and
difference?
flirty.
Right. Okay. Is there other sororities and like frats near you?
Yeah.
And is there a difference between how you
Yeah.
guys kind of
Each has like a select like personality, like a
Interesting.
stereotype.
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. So
Like-
walk me through yours here.
So fun and
So
flirty.
fun
It's
and
supposed
flirty.
to be. It's like
That's so
chill girls that aren't chill, like, you know.
Right,
There's
right.
one that I'm not gonna name it, but we refer to it as like your crazy ex-girlfriend.
Right.
So that's just like the persona.
Oh,
That
that's
group.
the house name.
Well, like that's what other
That's the
people call
sorority
it.
name.
That's what other
right.
people call it.
Oh, right.
I don't know what they say.
Did
about it.
they
That's
know
behind their
that?
back.
Did they know that? They must know that.
They've probably heard it.
Right. Okay.
But I feel like each has like a distinct, and like frats as well. Like it kind of changes at different school. Like at different schools because like the same people kind of like recruit people that are similar to them, like as the workforce goes, you know, like you, like sense. As you hire someone that's like you recruit someone who's like you.
Right.
So like there'll be like an engineering frat, like a
a
business frat.
Oh, that's
like
funny.
That kind of personality.
Interesting. Yeah. Is it like people from all fucking over, like a whole bunch of different countries and shit, or is it mostly Canada, America type thing?
A lot of Americans.
A lot of Americans.
That's like part of their like college dream.
Right.
Life,
What do they think coming up to Canada and stuff? Do they like it?
I feel like yes.
I think it's not that different. It's pretty similar.
Most Americans that go to McGill are from like northeastern areas, so they have like similar like values. I feel like to Montreal, like Canadians and stuff.
Right.
So I think they fit in really well, and like they like Canada, especially now. Like it's nice to like kind of get an escape from the United States. Right. So I feel like a lot of them like speak highly of Canada and like want to stay there.
Right.
For a while.
I like that. That's pretty cool. It's always nice to hear as a Canadian, you know.
Yeah, I'm like I hope you like it here.
That's so funny.
But I think Quebec people are a lot different than Americans.
Yeah.
As opposed to like people
Quebec
always think I'm
American. People are
American.
different from a lot of Canadians.
Yeah, no,
it's
they
like
always think I'm
country.
American. They're
Do
like,
they?
Are you American? Like you talk like an American. I'm like, well,
why? Because you're a savage.
I'm like, I live in Vancouver, about 6 blocks from the border, so
yeah, pretty close to America. I mean, pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm like.
Do you guys have like competitions between houses?
Yeah, there's like
most like.
Okay, one thing we actually started. Okay, so this is like. It's called Greek Week.
Most notches?
No.
I feel like there would be like a scoreboard between houses. I feel like that's what they do.
No, one time. This is like kind of a little bit of dirt. All the sororities made like this huge like Excel spreadsheet of like all the guys they'd slept with, and there was like different categories. Like,
ouch, man.
And like there'd be like the same person listed like 20 times.
Oh.
And there's like comments like
fucking
rate out of
asshole.
10 like. And they got a lot of trouble for that.
Oh, did they? Like, who gets them in trouble for that?
The chapter advisor, so like the sorority advisor.
Right. Are they part of the sorority, or are they like a whole separate entity?
They were in it previously, so like a long time. Like they're usually like in their 30s kind of thing, and they like still care about it, so they want to give back and like be a mentor and like kind of regulate it.
Totally.
But good thing the school.
But they're not
involved.
fucking crazy like 20-year-olds.
Oh, there's definitely some.
People are so dumb, like especially like people our age. I remember one time at UVic, we're all on like the 3rd floor of this like cluster complex where a lot of student housing is.
Yeah.
And for no reason at all, there was just a bunch of dudes, pretty drunk, pretty sweaty, and they all had a fucking table, and they were just marching it out of the room.
Yeah.
And it's like a super thin door, so they're like contorting this fucking table in a million different ways. They finally get it out.
Yeah.
Don't even look. They huck it right over. Like imagine like squared off railing section, and below it's like
I remember visiting the pictures,
yeah, totally. It just fucking don't look. Table plummets right over and like fucking smashes the ground. Some dude was so close.
Oh,
I would have been deaf, man. Guys are so stupid, like, especially when you're drunk. You just don't think things through.
How would you describe
people
UVic party life?
Fucking slamming on tables. I don't get that trend. The whole jumping on table slam.
I always pretend I'm gonna do that.
It doesn't look like fun, man. And the fucking little dude always jumps onto the big dude and he fucking catapults him up there and he smashes the table.
So you never tried it?
No, I never tried it. I do not try that shit.
So what's your craziest party trick? Like, what's the craziest thing you've done?
My craziest party trick?
University party?
I don't smoke cigarettes, but if anyone has a cigarette, I'll ask for one and I'll put it right on my like hand like that. I don't fucking flip my wrist, and sometimes I can flip the dart right into my mouth.
Like while it's lit?
No, not while it's lit. Before it's lit, it's like imagine like it's resting flat on my palm, and you kind of smack your wrist, and it flips up from your hand up into your mouth in like one rotation. That's my best party trick. It's pretty badass. It works really well with doobies too.
Okay, well now I kind of want to see you try it. So.
Sorry, I don't have any on me, man.
Yeah. Too bad.
Sorry, but I don't think that was actually your question. My best party trick? What were you?
Well, my original question, how would you describe UVic party life?
UVic party life?
Yeah.
UVic party life, it's pretty good. It's interesting the first like year because everyone kind of finds their clique. And it's like still pretty cliquey, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of a bummer when you're not legal yet because it just ends up being a bunch of houses. Or not really houses, they're like more like apartments. Mm-hmm. And they only have so much space where you can only fit like 30, 40 people in comfortably, but they end up being jam-packed with 60. And then the weekends are oftentimes just like, okay, choose your party is 60 or 70. That's super hot and crowded.
Yeah, because you were underage when you first went.
Yeah, I was 17 when I first went there, so I had a long fucking time to go. I was like 17, man, like getting like a bunch of like I had like a shit ton of fake IDs, and so
Did they work?
Yeah, they worked most of the time. I got busted like once or twice, I think. Just like shit, sorry, dude.
What were the repercussions, if any?
They just took them, man. They're normally pretty good unless you're being an absolute.
So did you admit to it there? Like, this is fake?
Well, like. I think it was the one dude. So I went to this dispensary like a million times. The doctor interviewed me there. I was 17. She's like, okay, so why are you here? Like, this was back when it wasn't actually legal. So you'd have to get like interviewed, like get your card.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like I just have trouble sleeping or I like back problems or whatever I said. She's like, okay, sounds good. And then she like fucking wrote me up a thing and I went into the dispensary and I bought some. And so I went there for like maybe 6 months and then they started hiring security guards because it got pretty popular.
Yeah.
And yeah, one day, like the dude had let me in a few times before, but then he started really cracking down because there was a bunch of obviously underage dudes sneaking in there. And then he's just like, dude, I know this isn't real. And he fucking took
Wait, so is the doctor like a legit, they went to medical school?
I don't know. Probably not.
Did you check their credentials?
No. I don't even know, man. It was like, she was super nice. I respect the process. It's not like you're trying to do anything crazy. It's just a little bit of pot. May as well get it safely and legally. And they know what's up. I mean, I don't know.
They know what's going on.
I don't know. But yeah, after the first year there. Oh, sorry, my mic's a little bit fucked here. 1 sec. Oh, there we go. That's fixed. So like yeah, after the first year, it kind of gets better because people get like legal. Then you go to the campus pub, which is awesome. And then you can like go
Student
to
bars.
Yeah, and the downtown scene in Victoria is pretty wicked, so you can go have a good time over there. It's more of a change of scenery, right? Gives you some options.
Wait, what's the Sticky Wicket? Is that
Sticky,
Victoria?
that's pretty popular. Yeah, it's like a bar / nightclub area. It's pretty sweet. It's got like a dance floor and it's got like a big bar area and it's got like fucking pool and darts and shit. It's a pretty wicked place, man. They got a bunch of shit. I wonder if they're gonna stay open through.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna miss it this semester?
I guess. I don't know. I guess it won't be open. But it's like that's like kind of the like bit more chill crowd, slightly older. Whereas like you go like upstairs, which is like kind of like the bumping.
Oh yeah,
like
like
it's more like clubby. It's like just a bunch of like 19, 20-year-olds just like fucking ready to get sent. But yeah, the party scene's pretty fun in my opinion overall. It was really fun for us because we had a lot of friends that went to UVic.
Yeah,
with
obviously.
Us, so it was cool.
So if
cool
there
to know
were
a lot of
Greek
people.
life at UVic, would you join it?
There is
you
one of
consider
the first weeks there. We went to a frat party.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
Yeah, and the dudes were like trying to recruit us, and we're like, man, we don't really respect UVic's frat game that much. Like we're not really that into it.
So no.
No. But it was a fun party though, actually.
That's good. Did they supply the alcohol?
I don't know. No, there's no way they supplied alcohol.
Really?
Maybe they did. I don't know.
Ran out by the time you got there.
I don't know. It was a few years ago.
No, okay.
It was like, I don't know. One of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so you're working, how are you working? Remotely?
I'm not working right now.
You said you're starting though in a few days?
Yeah, so I've just been doing online like training modules.
Yeah, and you're in business, right? Like,
Yes.
There. So,
I'm
like,
in-
what do you
yeah.
do, like accounting shit you were saying?
Yeah, I'm in finance.
Right.
But you know, for finance you have to use a lot of accounting. So
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But I'm starting work next week.
Yeah, I actually liked finance, but I did not like accounting. I don't know why. Just
Yeah.
the detail-oriented nature of accounting and the indents and the fucking underlines.
The indents.
And all the statements and schedules.
you have to, like,
is
write it
too
up by
much,
hand?
Man. Yes, we had to write it by hand.
Oh, no,
We
that's
had to
tough.
do all that stuff by hand and the high lows and this fucking all the shit.
High lows.
The high-low method. I don't even know. This is like fixed
Oh,
price.
like-
This is
like-
like I don't even know what kind of accounting. It's like managerial
Right.
accounting or some shit.
Oh yeah, I remember I helped Michaela and Jake with that, but I didn't take that class, so I was a little confused. I was like, we didn't learn this.
Yeah, of course you help them. Lindsay just reads it. Lindsay's really fucking smart, by the way. She's always been a
Self-promo.
Spock. But yeah, Lindsay just reads the textbook for
You
like
just
half
call me
an hour.
Spock.
I always call smart people Spocks. You don't say that? That's a good word.
No, I
man.
don't say that.
It's an accurate word. You fucking Spock.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I'd go into accounting because it doesn't seem that great. But
Yeah, fair enough. So you do fucking finance shit. You were saying you do like cash flow projections and stuff?
okay, yeah. So the course I just finished today actually. It's like called financial statement modeling. So you just take like
Fun.
cash flow statement, income statement, and balance sheet.
Yeah, okay.
And you
I know those
forecast,
statements.
yeah.
Those are the normal statements. I like those ones.
Yeah, but you just
Yeah.
forecast like the next 5 years.
Right.
So you can value the company.
Yeah.
for finance purposes.
So like if you looked at Apple's balance sheets and income
it
statements
actually
and
was
shit-
Apple.
Was it Apple? I knew it was Apple.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Classic,
they're the most valuable company in the world right now. You see that?
got a lot of cash.
Yeah, they got a lot of cash. They got a lot of fucking shit in the market. They do have a lot of cash on hand, don't they?
Yeah, it's kind of like messed up.
They're waiting for that drop, and they're just gonna fucking put it all in the market.
What do you think their next big thing's gonna be? Like next big invention?
They're not getting no more new inventions. It's just iPhone 11, 12, 13 until it just becomes like a fucking.
Yeah, they need to do something new.
You don't have
though.
to hold it anymore. Like it just floats beside you or something. I don't know.
I wish they had like a drone. Like that'd be kind of cool. Like an Apple drone. I feel like I'd buy that.
Oh, you think? I don't know. Like what would it do differently from normal drones?
It would like connect to like your iPhone. Like if it had like cool like.
I think
Bluetooth
normal drones connect to your iPhone.
Do they? Oh, I don't.
Sorry. Do you mean control it through your iPhone?
Yeah, no,
That
that's
would
what I
be
mean,
dope.
like an
Yeah, I
app.
don't think normal ones do that. That would be sick.
Because like I don't know, Bluetooth is obviously really easy to use,
Yeah.
but you know how you like can't Bluetooth like you can't sync speakers of like different brands. Like why can't you do that?
Can you not?
No, like
Okay.
sync up a speaker. Why can't you do that?
What do you mean by like sync up a speaker?
Like playing the same song like at the
Oh,
same time.
right,
like
right.
from like the same phone. Like why isn't that a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. That would be pretty sweet.
So
Apple, get on that.
Yeah, Apple, get on that.
Apple stock's going crazy right now. They're gonna split too.
Oh, are you
4 for 1.
4 for 1.
I heard that.
Do you have any shares?
Hell yeah, I got some shares.
Yeah?
I just stacked up some last week and back, topped up my load.
Ready to soar?
I'm ready for that thing to split and just go up again. Come on, baby.
We're getting rich.
No, I don't know. Big jokes. It doesn't like do anything to the value. It just slices the share.
Oh, when
it's
they
just-
stock split? Yeah.
Well, it just slices the share price in like quarters
You just get
or
more shares.
however much they split. Yeah, but I think the idea is future growth. Like it's like they're confident.
No,
that,
usually it's because they want
Like
to make them more
Coke is when it's-
affordable, though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Like it prompts investors to like look at it as more of like some growth and opportunity in the future rather than like I think more of a value stock type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Like some companies don't split at all, and they just go so high, like Berkshire Hathaway or like even Google.
Yeah.
like they're like $2,000
Yeah.
a share or something. Amazon's like $3,000 a share.
Yeah, I guess it just you like depends.
Some
like,
companies
what
just don't
investors
want to
you
do it. Yeah, exactly. And it depends. I don't know. I think it depends on a lot of shit that I don't really
Yeah,
understand.
no,
but
it's the same.
I don't know though. At the end of the day, it's just fucking that stuff's really confusing. It's really hard to fucking.
Maybe you should study. Wait, what are you studying?
I'm in business.
I know, but like,
Yeah.
do you have a major?
Yeah, I guess I'm specializing in what is it now? Entrepreneurship.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but I haven't really done anything that's like been catered to entrepreneurship yet. That's like next year for us.
No
so.
passion projects?
Not yet. I think in the summer, like we have to like literally do our own thing. So should be interesting.
Like start something new?
Yeah, or like something like that. I don't know. Maybe this podcast could be something.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If anyone could start watching, please.
No, I think you should monetize the band. Monetize the band.
Monetize the band. $5 a gig. It costs us like $25 to drive there. And like move all this shit. No, we're thinking about getting new band equipment though.
I think I still owe you $5 from your last.
Oh
contract.
my god, you owe me $5. Wait, is this for buckets?
I didn't play buckets, but you said on the
Oh.
sign $5. The uncommitted.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
prank.
that's what we call our band because we never fucking show up to practice because everyone's always busy doing it. It's like okay, everyone's like practice Thursday. We're like yup, sounds good. And then like Thursday at like 5 p.m. we're supposed to practice at 7. One person's like, oh hey, like sorry I can't make it. Like I got a family dinner. And it's like, oh fuck, and then like 2 other people like, oh shit, sorry, me neither. And it's like, fuck, okay.
Yeah, I feel like even one person missing, like it's kind of hard to.
But it's hard though. Like there's people with a lot of shit going on these days.
Yeah.
It's hard to get together.
It is hard to get together.
Like 5 or 6 people just like all fucking gather in one room for an extended evening. It takes some
Yeah.
commitment, you know.
But
I don't know.
seems fun.
It's so fun. I love playing in the band. The band's litty.
Where do you see the band going in the next 5 years?
The band is just I don't know if it's going anywhere. It's going to Fun City. That's where it's going. We're hoping to get some new fucking
Yeah,
like,
what equipment are you gonna
blasting
get?
speakers.
Some big speakers.
Well, I don't know. All we have is like shitty little amps right now, basically.
Okay.
That kind of like they work. You can hear them and
Yeah.
stuff. But like, I think the idea is you need speakers to like play out to like
big
to the
audiences.
people. No, not to big audience, just to people, so that you can hear, and then we can adjust Cameron to make her mic louder.
Okay.
So it's not just like a mad scramble of instruments. You can kind of control it a bit more. So that'd
That
be pretty
makes sense.
sweet. And then we need some speakers in the back to like play it to us, so we can hear what we sound like. We need a bunch of new shit. We need a control board, fucking lights, pyro. We need it all.
So are you ever gonna break even?
Never breaking even on this. This is a sunk cost.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that.
Yeah, you can't.
That's a sunk
This
cost.
is not an investment. It is an investment. It's investment in fun, not in Not in money.
Not in return, yeah. No return.
No. Net annual zero.
Negative return.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So there you go. Fuck me.
Cheers to having fun.
Yeah, cheers to having fun. So normally on the podcast, if we're having a drink, I'll ask you what language they speak in Finland. Do you know what they speak in Finland?
Finish your drink.
How much do you have left? This
Finish
is
your
full,
drink.
basically. How about you?
Mine's like up to there.
Okay, well, if
Give me a remix.
Okay, show the cat. It's like up to there.
Wait, can I tell a quick
It's
story
like
about
2/3
this
full.
drink?
Of course you can tell a quick story about the drink.
You
What
guys-
drink
you
is it?
guys
Tell
both- you guys both already
Well,
know
you're
this
asking me
drink.
permission. Okay, so first I'll tell people what the drink is. For who
All right,
they might just be
so
listening.
This drink
If anyone's
is
listening.
called a
Please.
remix.
Thank you. Love you.
So we were at a party a couple weekends ago, and my friend was playing a drinking game, and someone asked her, Maddie, give me a remix. And she didn't think that she was drinking a drink called remix, so she started freestyling.
I heard this. He told me this the other day. So let me get this straight. If you walk up to Maddie and you just ask her to give you a remix, that's all you have to say to her to get it a freestyle.
And then we told her that she
There's
did
no
that.
questions asked. She goes right into a freestyle. Give me a remix.
So I told her that, or someone told her that, like right after it happened. Like they were talking about the drink, and she was like, "Oh, ha!" And then I told her the next morning because she was still at my house, and she was like, "Wait, I don't even know how to freestyle." And I was like, "Well, you did last night."
She didn't remember?
No. And I was like, "I told you. We told you that last night."
LMAO.
So finish
That
your
is-
drink.
yeah, okay, finished. Cheers, Lindsay. Aisha, that's fizzy. Well, I'm gonna have to burp.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to burp now. I don't want to do it on
Excuse
camera.
me.
I'm embarrassed.
Excuse me. Vanilla.
I'm gonna internalize it.
When I was younger, I didn't like to say excuse me. So my parents would say, excuse me, vanilla. And I thought that was better. So I would
say vanilla after it?
Yeah, so I would say, excuse me, vanilla. Just for whatever reason.
Yeah, interesting. I remember I don't know why this sparked this memory, but when we were in daycare.
Oh yeah, Lindsay and I went to daycare together.
Yeah, so I met Joe when I was
That's
about
so
4
funny.
years old.
Yeah, me and Lindsay have been the homies for a long
We
time.
actually, I feel like
That's
we
a
got along
common-
when we were younger.
Of course we got along. We were like friends. We used to try to like hypnotize each other and shit back in the day. We'd be on this like little exercise ball and like, okay, concentrate
like, close
on
your
the
eyes.
movement of my finger. You're like moving it back and forth.
And you have to like
Like,
balance on the
oh,
yoga ball.
tripping, yeah. Your sister was the hypnotizer master because she was a bit older than us.
Yeah, her and
So
Madison.
she had a bit
together.
more like brain functioning.
A little bit more
She
power.
kind of knew how to work the room, you know. So she would conduct a series of mass hypnosis, and
It would be
she'd get us going.
Think of your last life.
Is that? I remember one time.
It was like to see your last.
I
life.
can't remember if it was you or Heather, but
Yeah.
she was like, or you were like, "Hey, let me see your hand for a second." I was like,
I don't think
"Okay."
that's
I was like 5 or 6. No, we were young. I don't think you would
Definitely was not
remember. We were fucking
Okay.
young. I was like, "Okay," so I gave her a hand, and then she like touches like my finger or something. She's like, "Okay, I got good news and bad news." I'm like, okay, like hit me with it. What's happening? And she's like, "Okay, when you're older, like you're gonna be pretty healthy. You're gonna still be able to see. You might turn deaf when you're a bit older." And it's like, oh my god, no, are you serious? Like, how do you know that? So for the next like for the
lines
next
on
like
your
week or
hand.
whatever, I was like so sad that I was gonna be deaf when I was older.
A professional palm reading.
Maybe I still will be. Maybe she's right. Knock on wood.
Maybe it was me. Not gonna.
Maybe it was you. Yeah, it definitely could have been you. Easy.
You guys were mean to me sometimes.
That can't be true. I couldn't have been.
I remember at your old
I'm
house.
sorry,
Remember
Lindsay,
your
I
like
don't
toy
remember.
chest? Like it was like a treasure chest with toys.
Yeah,
in
of
it.
course I remember that.
And we were playing like some kind of like war game.
Okay.
And I just remember, I don't know where Jake was, but I remember you and Josh, and I had like this sword, and we were like fighting each other, and then you had like this hand like laser thing. It like connected to your fingers, and then it had a red laser beam in the middle. And you had this, and you like were trying to convince me to trade for the sword. And you're like, oh, this one's way better, way better, way better. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like the light. And I was like, I don't know, I kind of like the sword though. And Josh was like, yeah, like do the trade. It's way better. Like the laser's way cooler. And I was like, I don't know, guys. And then I was like, okay, fine. I was like, I'll take the laser thing. And you were like, hot joke's on you. Like the sword's way cooler. And I was like, okay. And I was like so mad. I was like,
Lindsay, I'm
was like,
sorry. How did you fall for that, though? I'm sorry.
I was like,
Thinking
whatever.
Thinking back, though, I don't know. I think the laser thing is a bit cooler than the sword.
I know.
If I had to
I
make
was
that
gonna
choice
vibe
right
in it.
now, I would take the laser thing. So
And I was like, wait, it's
I
kinda
think at
pretty.
the end of the day, you shouldn't let that keep you up at night. I think you won. I think you won.
I
I'm
deemed
sorry,
my own
though.
value
I'm sorry
on
for
the
that.
laser
I don't remember that. I've also heard stories. So Cole tells the story of me, like, he's like, dude, you were like the favorite. So
Yeah,
like
you were the favorite.
You would like ride around on the ATV, and like one time you just
What
ran me
ATV?
over, and no one cared. I was like, okay.
Wait, what
you think
ATV?
he's like, give me a turn. I'm like, fuck you, Cole. I just run him over. You think that?
Wait, what ATV?
I don't
We
know.
did not have
It can't-
ATVs.
It couldn't have been an ATV.
Oh, it was like the toy car.
It was a toy car. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said ATV. Whatever the fuck it was. It was
You ran Cole over with an ATV.
no. Like, you know what? Those tiny ones. That's what I meant. But
No,
obviously it wasn't an ATV.
Like with the.
It was like a little toy car.
I
or
can't
whatever.
like describe it. It has like a little door though. And it's
Yeah, but it was.
red and
It
yellow.
had some power. Like it had juice.
Okay.
You would press the fucking
so there
gas
was,
and
like,
something
there was
would happen.
gas.
It was kind of wicked. Yeah, and he claims that I ran him over. I don't remember.
Like he
that.
was neglected from the daycare. One time they told me I couldn't say the word fart.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, someone farted, and they're like, you can't say that. You have to say toot. I was like, I don't like the word
You're like,
toot.
really? I don't know if I like that.
I was like, don't censor me.
I don't know. I feel like it's so hard when you got kids. It's like, where do you draw the line? You know?
Yeah, why am I allowed to say fart?
Like the other day, my cousins were over and they're like 10 and like 7 or like 6. That might not be right. Somewhere around there. Like,
Yeah.
One's a bit older and one's a bit younger.
Okay.
And you're like, you know, when they start to get to like grade like 4, grade 5-ish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, and then like a few swear words start coming in there. Like I'm sure with the internet these days, it's a lot more like you're exposed to YouTube and like all these like
TikTok.
I think kids are
It's
TikTok and like and also like gaming videos. I think younger kids really like that, especially boys. And both these kids are boys. And so
Yeah.
like they like know all about the swears and stuff, and they let them slip every once in a while. And we're like, dude, what the hell? But sometimes like we'll like say swears too.
And then they'll be
And we'll
like,
be like, fuck.
hypocrite.
And it's yeah, they always point you out so quick. It's like, oh, dude. But sometimes they say shit. It's like they don't quite realize like the gravity of what they're saying. It's like okay, like just subtlety. Like you have to learn subtlety. Like you can't just be like fuck you. Like, you know, it's like, dude,
They say
you're
that
like
to you?
10, man. You can't say that. No, they didn't say
They
that.
drop F-bombs like towards you. You're like, whoa.
No, they're not like they're like they're like nice kids, but they're homies, man, Ben and Jack. But
Close
it's
with your cousins?
Just pretty funny though. I don't know, like not that close enough. I don't know.
All my cousins
see
are
them, like,
older than
pretty
me,
often.
so I'm like the baby.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting.
But now like they're having
Do you have
kids.
a lot of cousins or no?
Yeah, kind of. But some of them are step cousins that I'm not as close with.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of them, they all live in BC pretty much. So I like a couple live in Tsawwassen, so I see them a lot. And like I was at like one of them is my hairdresser. I was literally at her house like yesterday.
Yeah.
And like now she has a baby, so I get to like babysit, hang with the new puppies,
Yeah.
like
That's fire.
so it's not bad.
That's
not bad.
fucking fire. I feel like I have a shit ton. I got like 20 cousins. I think.
Really?
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
only have like
A
12.
bunch older, a bunch younger. Just fucking smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, you're right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, because you're an
it's
only
not
child.
Not a bad place to be. Yeah, I am an only
You don't
child.
have only child syndrome though.
What does that mean?
It's like you don't learn to share as a kid. And like you're not as like socialized. Maybe that's why your parents put you in daycare.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. I swear.
Is that a thing?
I swear to God, it's a thing. Look up only child syndrome right now.
Come on, that's generalization.
No, it is. 'Cause,
That's just
like
being an
I'll
asshole.
guess
That's
sometimes. I'm
just
like, are
being
you an
asshole.
only child? And they'll be like, yeah.
What?
Okay, it's not just not sharing.
That's so
it's like
funny.
it's like more like I guess selfish. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's kind of offensive to
Okay.
like ask if people are
Okay,
only child.
Kieran's looking up only child syndrome
Or
right
like
now.
if you ask someone if they're an only child,
Only
and they're like,
child syndrome is the myth that only children are lonely.
It's not a
selfish, and
myth.
spoiled. But there's a new wave of research says that these perceptions are completely untrue and subjective. Exactly, and only
show me the research.
and with only children's families rising if some parents don't need to. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
there
that's
you go.
outdated. August 13th, 2015.
Okay.
Show me the new studies.
Oh no.
I think it's real.
That's actually
I
really
think it's
funny.
real.
Maybe there's a
But
part of maybe there's a
you
part
can
of that. That's
have
true. I
only-
could see a part of that.
You
actually
can have
being true.
only child syndrome if you're not an only child, though, technically.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay, maybe it's not
No,
true.
I know. I
Whatever.
feel like
Whatever.
it's just being a dick, Lindsay. That's just being an asshole, man. You don't want to be an asshole if you can help it. And sharing is caring. You learn that, when you're young.
Sharing is caring. You're right. You're right, Joe.
Sharing is fucking.
See, that's
caring.
like it's like a stereotype, I guess.
What is this? Firstborn's middle. Oh yeah, everyone has these stereotypes.
So
I feel like there is some elements. Of
I'm
truth
the
in
youngest, and I definitely have like youngest child syndrome. That's not a thing, but manipulative. Oh, fun, social, self-centered, seeks attention. Wow, this is really
Oh.
kind of.
You think that's accurate? You think the only child fits me there? Seeks approval, sensitive, leader, confident, center of attention. Fuck, that does sound like me a little bit, doesn't it? I am sensitive.
Mature.
I am
for their
mature
age.
for my age.
I don't know
I
about
that one. Conscientious. Wow, big word. Dude, have you ever tried to spell conscientious? It's like, fuck me. Ugh. Responsible perfectionist. I'm definitely not a perfectionist. Firstborn, no. You're lastborn.
I'm lastborn. Yeah.
Self-centered, fun, social, charming. Manipulative?
One that really gets me is manipulative.
Come on.
I am not.
Okay, there might be some truth to that. Do you read your like horoscope and shit? Are
I
you
was
one of
just
those
gonna liken
fucking-
that to
Are
your-
you one of those fucking people?
Okay. The Nobel. What's like the organization like that does Nobel prizes, like the Nobel whatever
I don't know,
Foundation?
it's just the Nobel
They deemed
Prize.
astrology a fake science.
Thank you.
I like to read it sometimes because I think it's funny, but it's so vague that like you can just like point it to something in your life.
Well,
Like daily horoscopes
I
are fake.
I respect the game. I mean, people want to do what they want to do, and I feel like
People make a lot of money
to
from
read
that.
that shit, and they want to like it. I get that.
People just like to read it. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of just like a fortune cookie. Like you could fucking open it and
Yeah.
read it, and it's a blanket application.
it's
like
so vague.
It'll work
You
every
just-
time.
yeah.
It's like right now you're going through some things, and you think they might not quite work out, but if you stick at it, you might just get a little surprise in the near future.
Wow, maybe
Trust
you
your
should
gut,
be,
trust your heart. Period.
Maybe you should be an astrologist.
How does that sound right there?
that was really good.
Yeah, that's Genesis or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. I only like read astrology when I'm like having it final the next day and I'm like really procrastinating and like don't want to study.
Yeah.
That's when I read astrology.
Yeah, no, totally. I know a lot of people like read them. It's kind of it is fun to read them. I mean, I get it.
Do you read them?
No, I don't
Wait,
fucking read them.
wait, when's your birthday?
October 26th.
That took you a long time to say. Okay, so I'm October
Okay.
15th, but we have different ones then. I don't know what you are.
No, we're both a scorpion.
a Scorpion.
Yeah, we're both scorpions.
No, I'm a Libra.
Okay, I know it's Scorpio. I'm just joking.
You are a Scorpion.
You're a Libra. Oh wait, what? You are?
Yeah.
What's that? What does that look like?
It's, like,
Show
it's
me
the
a Libra.
scales. It's the scales.
Oh,
Justice
I
is
don't. I'm
served.
sorry. I still don't know what that is.
Couldn't really tell you that much about it. Apparently, I'm really indecisive, but I'm not. So, fake.
Well, you just decided that you weren't indecisive, so I believe you.
No, I actually
You weren't
not.
indecisive about that decision at all. Okay, I need to tell the story of the podcast.
Okay.
We were biking to Four Winds.
Oh
It's a brewery.
no.
A few of us snagged e-bikes. A few of us didn't have them. For those who did, it was pretty muddy.
I'm scared.
But shortly after I diverted and went off to my house, Lindsay had a little tumble. Lindsay had a little
I
tumble.
must just like spat my drink.
So tell us the story of the tumble, Lindsay. Tell us the story. Yeah,
Here's
she's
the
showing
proof.
for anyone that might be just
Here's the
listening,
wound.
she's showing her wounds right now.
All right. So, I was coming off the Beach Grove dike. We were biking through Beach Grove. I had a beverage in my left hand.
She had a beve going.
A beve.
Dude, I love it. Dude. Oh my god, I have funny memories with beves. Sorry,
Yeah,
continue.
that was a long time ago that we drank this.
Sorry.
So I was biking, and I was coming down the main strip,
Yeah.
and there was like a bush, so I couldn't see like the next intersection. And a car like pulled up really quick to the stop sign, and I kind of panicked, even though I didn't have a stop sign. Like I was just biking. So I had my right hand on the bike, which is the front brake. So I panicked. And
No. The right brake's the back brake.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Really?
The right brake. It's the back. The right brake's the back brake. How hard did you fucking smack that
I just
brake?
kind of, I gave it a little
She
squeeze.
gave it
I gave it a
hard
little squeeze.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was her left hand on it, and you can finish the story.
No,
She
I
fucking
swear.
squeezed it. She
I
goes
swear.
head over heels.
No, it was
over the
definitely
handlebars.
no, because this hand went down,
Right.
which was the hand that was holding my beverage, so it was the right hand. So, anyways, I gave it a little squeeze, did a front flip over my bike, and I know I did a front flip because I remember like looking behind me and seeing like all my friends behind me. So I know I did like a front flip over my bike.
No.
And I just went sploot. Just like hit the concrete.
Did it hurt or were you like okay?
No, I was a little under the influence.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't feel any pain.
You
I
shook
was like,
it right off.
I was like, I'm
All
right,
good?
guys. And then we saw Nolan Jackson like just walking. He heard someone yelling like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Guys, I'm fine." But then later on, so we started drinking at 1 p.m. that day. I got home at like 3:30 in the morning, and by that time, I wasn't. The alcohol had worn off, and I was like, "Wow, my wrist really hurts." And it was like really swollen, so I like fell asleep with like an ice pack on it.
Did you?
And now like I can't, like I couldn't even type the first day, but I'm fine now.
Yeah, you're Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What were you doing up so late?
Nothing much. Just stargazing.
Stargate. It's always nice to stargaze. The stars are out these days.
Yeah, it was actually really nice.
Am I right? Like fucking, it's pretty sweet checking out the stars. It'd be
Yeah.
cool to go someplace one time where there's like very little light around, so you get no light pollution.
Hawaii's like the best place.
And then you just get like fucking light, man.
And whenever we're camping, because you
I heard
you
the
never
moon
come,
is
so
crazy. I heard in places in Africa the moon is fucking crazy.
true because they don't have like
bright.
that many lights.
Yeah, maybe it's because of like the equator or something. I don't know.
No, I think
There
it's
might
because they
be
don't have
some
that
other
many
shit.
lights.
Yeah, is that why
Yeah.
it looks bigger though? Like apparently the moon looks big,
bigger.
like twice as big.
Okay, maybe
there.
it is to do with the equator.
I don't know. I have no idea. But like maybe, maybe you could look that up for us, Kieran. I'm actually really fucking curious. Does the moon look bigger
So are you gonna?
at the like when you're looking from the equator?
Wait,
Or, like,
where does the moon look the biggest?
You know what you should ask? You should type in this. Like, why does the moon look bigger in Africa?
Why does my stomach hurt?
Wait, what?
I was reading.
Are you kidding me? That's
Why does my dog eat grass?
whoever looks that
It's
up.
why does my
Whoever
dog eat
looks up
grass?
why does my stomach
Why does
hurt?
my dog eat grass?
Okay. When the moon is near the horizon, the ground and horizon make the moon appear relatively close. When the moon is changing in apparent position
apparent
and depth, while the light stimulus remains
The
constant.
brain. What?
The
Who
brain
brought up the
size
brain?
distance mechanism changes its perceived size and makes the moon appear very large.
No, when it's near the horizon is not the same thing.
When it's near the what? What does the rest of that article say? Why do the moon and sun look larger near the...
So, Joe, are you gonna go on like an African safari stargazing tour?
I've-
Moon gazing tour?
I've always wanted to do something like that. I've never been to like Africa or like anywhere near there, but I'd be so down.
Well,
Looks-
you have lots of time.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, one of the places I really wanted to go to was Mauritius. It's like a
What's
little,
that? Where's that?
It's little islands off the coast of Africa.
Okay.
But they just had like a huge oil spill there.
Oh,
and it's
no.
like devastating them because like
Oh,
it's
no.
not a wealthy country. And I was like,
Oh,
hopefully they recover. But like,
that's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
There's
but heck
oil
is it-
spills and explosions and fucking pandemics. Shit is going fucking crazy
Yeah.
right now, man. It's really sad.
yeah, Mauritius, that one, yeah. That's the one. It's really pretty.
Hope 2021 is just a money year.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
we really gotta
That's
hope.
right in the middle of nowhere, hey?
Yeah, stargazing would be great there. I'm
That
sure.
would be crazy. Population 1.2 million. How do you say that country?
Mauritius,
Mauritius.
I think.
It's,
No,
it's so
definitely.
delicious. It is Mauritius.
Fergalicious?
I want. That's funny. That'd be crazy.
You gonna save that for later?
It'd be crazy if someone from Mauritius was watching.
No, the way I found out about it is like one of my professors was talking about how she went there. And then I was like, what is this place? And I was like, whoa, it's sick. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
Add it to the bucket list. Do you have like a bucket list?
I don't like have one, but like I do. You know what I mean?
Like in your mind?
Like yeah, like,
Like, not
not
written
not
down?
really. Like I don't really think about it that much, but like I'm like okay, like fucking skydiving definitely.
Didn't you already do that?
I did do that, so that's like check.
Yeah, you were telling me
Scuba
that story the other
diving,
day.
that was like up there, like check, did that one.
Do you have like scuba diving license? Like,
I do have a scuba diving license.
wow.
Yeah, I'm certified
That's
up
cool.
to 60 meters.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, there you go. The next one's
Does it hurt your
90
ears?
meters. Well, you regulate every time, so you like kind of like you know on a plane
have, like,
sometimes when your
earplugs?
ears no like sometimes when you're ascending in an airplane like your ears will pop and you blow your nose.
Yeah, I thought you weren't supposed
like,
to do that though.
Well, when you're
I thought
going,
you can pop an eardrum.
well, I think when you're going up in a plane, it's a little different. But when you're scuba diving, you have to do that to like equalize the pressure in your ears and kind of like your brain. So yeah, you got to do that as you're going down, and then like some of the training exercises we did was crazy. I was like fucking.
Wait,
12.
where'd you learn? Yeah.
I did my first so the way it worked, we had to do a fucking pool lesson first, where like you had to like tread water with your hands up for like 10 minutes. So I was like fucking doing that.
It's hard.
It is fucking hard, man. It was really hard.
Yeah, without your hands, I'd be like sweating.
Or maybe it was with your hands. I don't know. It was like I know me and the
hard.
guy had a competition to see who could go longer because I was like kind of good.
Yeah, you're
back
kind
in
of a
it.
fish. Like you're kind of a fish.
And so we did that. We did a bunch of scuba lessons in the pool, and then we had like a written test. And so it was my dad and I wrote a written test, and he fucking cheated off me. And so I was 12.
I would
He's, like,
not
looking
put it
over
past
at my
Dave.
page, and he's like, Walt was like, dude, I'm a grade 7.
Wait, that's
I'm
so
a grade
funny.
8.
I would expect that from Dave.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's classic Dave. Yeah, and then you go to the ocean and do it. So we went to a place called Porto Cove, which is on the way to Squamish. There,
Yeah, I know
it's
where
like
it
kind of
is.
halfway between like North Vancouver and Squamish. And it was like October when we went. It was fucking freezing.
Did you have like a
cold
full
as
wetsuit?
I had a dry suit on because I was small and skinny.
Okay.
So it was like you stay completely dry, but you're fucking freezing. Your extremities, you only have gloves and shit, and like
Yeah.
you have flippers on your feet.
Yeah.
And you like
Phalanges weren't
coldest
doing
I've
well.
ever been in my life, and I've been cold before. Like holy fuck, this was crazy, Lindsay.
Ah.
Yeah.
How long did you have to be in the water for?
Well, we had to do I think we had to do 6 dives, like 3 on one day, 3 on the next day, maybe.
Okay.
And
That's a lot.
yeah, it was a lot, and like each dive, it was something new. So like one time we would dive just to like get used to it and like go down there and check some shit out, and then the next time we would go and have to take like our goggles off, and like it's really fucking weird when you take your goggles off underwater.
Did you open your eyes?
Yeah, you have to open your eyes to grab them and put it back on. It's actually not so bad opening your eyes in salt water. You think it might be bad, but it's not so bad.
Okay.
You get used to it. But the trippy part is when you have a little thing covering your nose, right? When you have
like
a
the
mask
mask,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, and when you take that off, it's a thing inside your brain that fucking makes you think that your oxygen is connected. So like you can't breathe for a second. And then you realize that
what?
you can breathe, but your brain's like fucking with me, or at least it fucked with me. And then so like a second later, I'm like, like I realized I could breathe through my mouth, not my
Right,
nose. I was
right.
tripping
Okay, that
out.
makes
And so it's
sense.
like, okay, I grab my fucking mask, put it back on, and then they teach you this technique to blow with the water and shit.
Oh, to get them back on.
Yeah. And
so you put them back on while you're in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's
tough.
money. I
Never
use
tried
it now
that.
when I'm swimming.
Yeah,
It's
can you
like-
teach me actually?
I can teach you. Yeah, it's fun. You use a lot of oxygen, so it's like easier when you have oxygen with
Yeah,
you. But
okay,
like if
okay.
you don't need to be under for
You have
long.
to like blow it out.
Yeah, but it's way easier. Like you ever try to like take fucking goggles and like dump them out when you're above the water? It's super annoying. Like they're always
Yeah.
sitting there.
You gotta just
Under the
spin it.
water,
You
you
have to
fucking
spin
go
it.
and you blow them out. It's money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Cool
and so that
tricks.
was just one of the tests. The other
Yeah.
test was like you take your fucking mouthpiece out, and each diver has like a spare oxygen little feeder with you.
Oh, so like if yours like runs out.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
breaks.
So I had to take mine out and like swim underwater to my dad's who was there. I'm like, give me the fucking oxygen, bro. I'm under the 30 feet. I'm like 30 meters deep.
Come on.
Give me the fucking oxygen. So I take the oxygen and that was like good. And then he had to do the same for me.
Yeah.
So that was another test. And I think the last test was basically if your dude was like fucking injured or whatever, you had to show that
You're like carry him up.
I had to fucking drag his ass back from like 50 feet out into the water back to the dock. And like I was 12, so
Yeah,
he had to help a little bit. But I tried as best as I could, man. I was dragging his ass, swimming above the water, and the equipment is like 100 fucking pounds in itself.
Yeah,
So when
that's
you get
tough.
out of the water,
Wouldn't be able
you're
to-
walking with the equipment, and it's so
No.
fucking heavy, and you're just stomping around. And the next
You're still
day-
dragging Dave.
yeah, no. At that point, it's like you're good, and so we passed all the shit, and we
Okay.
were money. We got our license after that.
Nice.
It was like I have a photo of my license, and it was taken the day of. I was fucking freezing.
You're like,
and I'm like, dude, can I make a funny face? And he's like, for sure. And so I made some funny, like, like whatever I did. Yeah. And then so we got our licenses, and I've been in Hawaii and
yeah,
a
that's
few
that's the
places.
place to be.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I fucking like had some of my crazy stories is like I had an octopus come and latch onto my arm once, like little octopus, and he started inking all over my arm and
What'd
shit.
you
He
do?
sprayed.
Don't
I
they
was like,
ink when they're scared?
I don't know. Like I wasn't
Maybe
fucking
thought
with
you
him.
were
He
coral.
just latched onto me.
And
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
hey, buddy.
I was like, hey. And then he let go and he swam away. And we were swimming with sharks. They were like
Ooh.
6 or 7 foot whitetail sharks. So they're not like
They're not
pretty
dangerous, are
chill,
they?
pretty
Yeah.
docile. But yeah, that was cool. It was cool. So that's my scuba diving experience for you.
That's pretty cool. I remember when my sister was training to be a lifeguard, she would make me like jump in my pool, like holding all these weights, and like,
that's
just wait
hard.
at the bottom.
Do you have your lifeguarding license or whatever?
No, she was.
Oh, she was doing
yeah,
it. That's fucking hard. So did she have to rescue you?
Yeah, but I was definitely young, so I didn't weigh anything. So I had these like huge
right.
weights, and I would just be like waiting at the bottom of my pool, like hello, like, are you coming? Like, and she would like come and lift me, and I was like, thank you. Like,
fuck, please come save me.
I'm like, I feel like I can do that. Like, I don't know.
That's fucking hilarious. Do you have a bucket list, Lindsay?
I do.
Okay, hit me with 3 items on your bucket list.
Okay, let me think.
And then we'll close.
Some
up
of them
the
are kind of.
podcast.
Some of them are kind of basic.
I like basic. Basic's good.
One of them's like go to like a random island and just like not bring your phone or like any electronics for like a week and just kind of chill.
You can do that at Shoe Swap. Easy money.
Yeah, that's true. I could have done it then.
But I know what you mean, though. It is a different thing. Yeah, I see. I know what you mean. I respect that. That's a good thing to put on there.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Okay,
One's hot air balloon in Turkey.
Yeah.
Like I have a specific place I want to go to.
Like Istanbul?
No, it has like a weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got you.
And then another is like I want to
cool.
live in like the southern hemisphere.
Hot air ballooning. That's dope. You want to live?
Yeah, for like a few months, like live in the southern hemisphere.
Interesting.
Probably Australia.
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 You want to go find
Or no,
some
probably
blokes?
New Zealand.
Some
I feel like New Zealand. Yeah, gotta find a
blokes in Aussie
man.
land. Sorry,
Trying to find a husband.
Accent. Yeah.
I know. I can't do an Aussie accent either.
Some of like we have an Australian guy in our office named Ryan, and fucking I always like whenever I think of
Do you try to
Australia,
do his
like he. It's like pretty noticeable, so I'm like, okay, what does he sound like? And I just can't fuck. I can do English like all right, like I can do Pole.
Yeah, because it's
and
in your blood.
I can do like a few words.
No, I watch a lot of. Okay, wait, we can end it now if you want.
No, tell me.
I watch a lot
Kieran's
of.
sighing. He's a fucking thinking of the amount of fucking
like-
camera flips he's gonna have to do.
He's like, fuck, I don't want to edit this. But I watch a lot of. Okay, so reality TV is kind of like my guilty
Fuck
pleasure.
it. Go on forever at this point. Okay.
Let me speak.
Yeah,
Okay.
speak.
So like I love like really bad reality TV.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
definitely my
Like
guilty
Storage
pleasure.
Wars?
Yeah, just like the
I don't know.
shittiest reality TV, like the worst. So I've been on Love Island recently, like the
Right.
British version.
Yeah.
And I always do British
She
accents.
loves
Like I can't do an Aussie accent, but I just revert
You gotta
to
get.
British
Let's hear your British
No, I'm
accent.
not
Say
doing it. I'm
one
not doing it.
sentence.
I'm not
I
doing
went to the store.
it. No,
I went to the store. Give me that.
no, I'm not doing it. I'm shy.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, too much pressure. I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay, respect. Lindsay Dempsey. Let's wrap this bitch up. It's getting late. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You're a badass. Kieran, thanks for coming. Everyone, thank you so much for fucking tuning in. If anyone's listening,
Showed
and
it to the fans.
Subscribe, like, I don't know.
Comment.
Whatever. Do what you need to do.
Comment.
Have a good one, big dog. Peace
Bye.
out.